And welcome to the show, Our Islam and Community Issues. I will be your host today, Naeem Sharif, and we have the very dynamic, what can I say? The dynamic, Brother Benjamin Shabazz.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. We'd like to have a little fun on our show and everything. We're going to do a movie review today, so Brother Benjamin has seen a lot of movies. He's going to give his critique and, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So let's open up with a short prayer.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. With the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Ameen.
Amen. All right, so movie review. So in the movie review, what we got cooking?
Well, two movies I think we should highlight. One is Invisible Man and the other one is Bad Boys for Life.
Okay.
And that might be it, really, unless you got anything to add on to that list.
I've seen Bad Boys for Life. I haven't had a chance to see a lot of movies, so.
Okay. Well, let's talk about Bad Boys for Life.
Okay.
That's with Martin Lawrence and
Will Smith.
Will Smith.
Yeah.
So why don't you start it off?
Well, I wasn't really going to go see it, but the rest of the family said, they had planned to go see it. So I said, okay, I'll go. I'm not expecting much, I've seen the other two, they were so. But I saw it and I said, this is not bad. This is not bad at all. You got a little bit more in depth into their lives a little bit, what they're going through, what happens when you get older. Sometimes, you're looking at retirement, depending what job you're in. Some jobs you retire early. If you do 20 years, you get a pension and so forth and so on. And, how that was addressed a little bit. Then, the family issues that people have. You got children, grandchildren, and so forth, and how you deal with that, how you try to protect them. So it was, it had a little character to it, just wasn't, just all, bang, bang, and shoot 'em up, which was in there, of course. But it was much better than I thought. And, it was good to see those two guys back together, I always think about like when one star is really big and then they have, somebody they did stuff in the past and they bring them back, because it helps their profile and it helps their pocketbook, so, those are kind of things that I thought about on it, yeah. So tell me your feel on it.
Well, Bad Boys, I mean, that was a good, the first was two before, right, or one?
Two.
Yeah, that was a good concept.
Mm-hmm.
But on Bad Boys for Life, I mean, Martin Lawrence, man, he is just about through, he done got old, man, and puffed up and everything. So it's like, what is he going to do?
Yeah.
But he played that role that he was through too,
Yeah.
He didn't want to get out there no more.
In them streets, running after folks, it looks good in the movies, but in real life, you can be running after folks, man.
So he still had his comedy side to him
Mm-hmm.
that he brought. But, so I guess what I'm trying to say is that all of that was like, I don't want to say it was a mystery, but it was, how they going to pull this off?
Right.
But, man, they pulled it off, man. It was action-packed.
Yeah, it was.
Action-packed down to the bottom and then some more.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what impressed me. Was the action, man.
The action.
A whole lot of action, man. Then they got into the deep thing about, his son, Will Smith's son. You look like you don't follow that point.
Yeah, I follow it.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm just following it.
Yeah, remember how his son came into the picture?
Yeah, I'm following it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because you didn't know that was his son.
Well, you know, you're not supposed to say stuff like that when you're doing the movie. That's why I'm giving you the look.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I'm the movie review man that tells you everything about the movie.
So when Ben gets through, you might not have to go see the movie, man. Hollywood gonna say, man, you can't be watching him. Ben's doing the movie review. He tells the whole plot.
But you will really be pleased. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. You'll really be pleased because of all the twists and turns
Mm-hmm.
and the drama plots. You know, you'll really be pleased. Even at the end, you know how they have the end and then they have a little bit after the end.
Yeah.
You know, even at that. So if you want to take your family, plus it's a family movie.
But there was still a lot of cussing in it, right?
Was it?
Seems to me there was.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, these kids here cussing every day. So if you want to take your family to the movies and you want to see a good action-packed movie with some of our, well, especially Will Smith, you know, some of our respected actors, Will Smith and Martin Lawrence, it's a movie to go see. In other words, you won't be disappointed.
Okay.
You won't be disappointed. And now I want to talk about, there's a movie on TV called Superfly. Now, if you remember the old Superfly, right, with Curtis Mayfield, the theme song,
Right.
you know, and that was a big.
With Ron O'Neal, I think was the actor.
Yeah.
And the thing about Ron O'Neal, I saw some reviews. He was really an outstanding actor.
Yes.
But he never got the roles.
Yes.
They said, people in the profession say he could act, but he just wouldn't get the roles. Like so many, African Americans, they can act way better than most of these people on TV.
Yes.
But they never get a chance. And then when they do get a chance, it's in a negative light.
Yeah, they give them these Negro movies.
Yeah.
I don't want to say nigger movies. They give them these Negro movies. You know, that's debasing, self-destructive.
Yeah.
But so now they came out with a new one called Superfly.
I've seen that one.
Yeah.
Is that the one you're talking about? Now you said that, man. I wasn't impressed with that.
Oh man.
I was not impressed with that. I mean, the movie, it was okay. Matter of fact, no, I wasn't impressed with it, man. Because one of the guys named Priest, like in the old one. Yeah.
Same thing.
You told me some stuff, and so I'm just waiting for all this, and I'm just saying, what are you talking about, man?
Well, here's the connection.
Okay.
You're looking at a new movie that's made lately, and you've seen the old movie.
Right.
So you're looking for how are they going to make the plot similar, but not similar. You know, weave in the certain characters and everything.
Right.
And that's what I was fascinated by. Because, you know, there was Freddie, remember in the old one, Fred is Dead?
Fred is Dead.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, and how he was real gullible for the women, and the women was taking advantage of him, et cetera, et cetera. Well, the Fred in this one, you know, he had a girlfriend, plus he had another girlfriend, you know, and that's how he ended up getting busted, because the girlfriend caught him, and he was out like that. The cops pulled him over. Then there was it was Priest and his brother, but in the old one it was just Priest and his partner. And so Priest wanted to get out the business.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know?
he wanted to get out the business.
Yeah. So in this one, Priest wanted to get out the business. You know, and he was talking to his brother about it, and you know, there was a conflict there about what you mean, man. We're doing better than we've ever done.
Right.
And then in the original one, they had the gambling scene. You know, when he was gambling, and he said, the dude said, "No, you gonna wait till I win some of my money back," you know?
Oh, yeah.
The dude popped him in the neck
Yeah.
and dropped him, and he got ready to get up, and everybody pulled the gun on him. He said, "Oh, it's like that?" He said, "Yeah, it's like that."
Yeah, it's definitely like that. Yeah.
So they made up those scenes, the original scenes, and put them in a new setting.
Okay.
And that's what, to me, was fascinating, how they kept the plot, how they kept the same plot. Even in the end, you know, Priest had to fight the chief of police, and he had to fight the police officer that was hounding him all the time.
Right.
You know, fist to fist type of fighting. You know, so. But the reason why I'm only bringing this up is because it's on TV. You can watch it most any time now.
Right. Right.
HBO or one of them channels.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're original Superfly man, you'll be able to see those nuances in it and how they kept them in it. The only thing that I think that was different or was an add-on was the Snow Patrol. You know, I don't think they had a Snow Patrol in the old one.
Okay.
Or competition like that. You know?
Yeah.
But so I just wanted to throw that out there, because you might be flipping through your TV and you see Superfly,
Yeah.
and don't know what it is. You know, take a chance and look at it.
Okay.
Now, let's get to the main one.
What's that?
The main one, Invisible Man.
Okay.
The Invisible Man.
Now you're not going to tell the plot and everything to you're going.
I'm not going to tell most.
You're going to save some so that
I'm
people
not
can
gonna
actually they can actually watch
I'm not going to tell
the
most of the
Invisible
plot.
Man.
Yeah.
Invisible Man.
So that's why we got this seat here.
Seat right there. Invisible Man.
So I don't know any of the stars that was in it,
Okay.
but I wrote them down. Some people might know who these people are.
Okay.
Elizabeth Moss,
Mm-hmm.
Aldous Hodge,
Mm-hmm.
Oliver Jackson Cohen, directed by Lee Wamell. Now there's a brother in it through the whole movie.
Okay.
So that must be Aldous Hodge. I'm looking at the names. Oliver Jackson Cohen,
Mm-hmm.
you know, that sounds like a Jewish name.
Right.
So Aldous Hodge might be the brother's name.
Might be. Yeah.
So, but he's in the whole movie. So everybody else is white,
Mm-hmm.
except for Aldous Hodge's daughter,
Okay.
right? So that's like a beautiful twist.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because you don't know really what's going to happen. Why is this brother in this movie? You know
Okay.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, you know, what is it? Something going on with him?
Mm-hmm.
You don't really know. So, but it's there. So that keeps your mind kind of okay. What's going to happen next? Or what's going to happen next?
Mm-hmm.
But I've been watching Invisible Man since they first came out. You know, with Boris Karloff.
Oh, you went way back.
Way back,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Even when they turned it into a comedy with Chevy Chase, you know.
Oh yeah. I've
Yeah.
forgotten about that. Yeah.
But so, and I didn't want to go see this one.
Mm-hmm.
It was my granddaughter.
Okay.
Let's go see it.
Mhm.
Let's go see it.
Mhm.
Let's go see it. Let's go see it. Let's go see it. I'm not going to see it. Let's go see it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to see it. So we went to see it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still thanking her.
Wow.
I'm still thanking her. That was one of the all-around best movies I've seen in years.
Wow. So I'm gonna have to go see it now.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to go see it.
Yes.
And if I don't like it, I get a refund from you.
Yeah, I'll give you a refund
And dinner?
out of my pocket.
And dinner.
And dinner.
Okay now.
Yeah, you heard it on national television. This movie was, let me see, how can I put this? This was a drama to the max.
Okay.
Drama, 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 drama. And if you were, man, I don't know how to frame this. If you could watch this movie in any state of mind,
Mm-hmm.
you'd be coming home from work, going to watch it. You could take your family, going to watch it.
Mm.
You could read up on everything and go to watch it. It would still get you.
Okay.
It would still get you. It would
Okay.
still dig down into your psyche.
Okay.
I'll tell you one scene. You know, they were chasing him,
Mm-hmm.
the guards in the hospital,
Mm-hmm.
and the way the director did it, one of the guards was running down the hallway, and he stopped because he didn't know where the Invisible Man was, right?
Mhm.
And he got his gun, and he's looking around, and it's only in the hospital hallway, just that one person. And then, you know, the Invisible Man takes the gun from him,
Mm-hmm.
right, and shoots him in his knee.
Hmm.
And the dude lets out a scream, man. Ow! I mean, just that scene, you know, was epic.
Mm-hmm.
Just that scene itself, because there was no movement going around him. There was no motion. There wasn't a continuation of something else. It was just him standing there, and he was by himself. And the way he hollered, man,
Hmm.
you know. Then you kind of seen the blood from the knee
Yeah.
hits, you know.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, man. It was like it was. I said, damn.
A powerful scene.
That was a powerful scene, man. That was a powerful scene. So it was little things like that
Mm-hmm.
that gave the movie
Some substance to
yeah,
it.
man.
Yeah.
And I was impressed. I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
Mhm.
I was impressed enough that I'm gonna go see it again.
Wow.
You know, and like, you know, you go see Star Wars movies, a lot of action, the
Mhm.
good guys, the bad guys,
Right.
or some of these other movies. You know, everything is set, good guy, bad guy, or
Right.
whatever. And this was a mystery.
Mm.
It was a mystery, so things weren't set
Okay.
because you're still trying to figure out who this guy is,
Mm-hmm.
who that guy is. You know, then they throw in stuff. I'm not gonna tell it. I'm not gonna tell it, because if I tell it, you know, that's gonna
Yeah. So don't
that's-
tell it. So yeah.
that's gonna
yeah,
add more.
Yeah. So you got my curiosity. I'll go see
Yeah.
it. You know, and like I said, you know, if it's not what you say it is, then you owe me a ticket and dinner.
Yeah, man. So I advise the public to go see it. You can take your family to see it. You're going to go in the movie thinking it's just going to be a regular light movie. It's heavy. It's heavy, heavy, heavy. And the woman, Elizabeth Moss, who plays the woman that's being antagonized,
Right.
I'm telling you, man, she played her role. She played her role as a woman under stress,
Mm-hmm.
a woman paranoid, a woman thinking that she has escaped to safety, you know, because she went to move in with her sister.
Mm-hmm.
And the scenes they showed with her expressing her feelings, because she was sitting there and she got a letter from the dude, the Invisible Man,
Invisible
you
Man.
know?
Yeah.
And she says, how did he know I was here? And she says, oh, well, I told him, you know, you know. And she says, I didn't want no one to know.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah. And then, you know, everything changed.
Yeah.
You know, and she's like nervous, man,
Mm.
and she's tense, but she exuded that.
Yeah. She was really acting like she was like really in it. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, she was
yes,
really in it.
yes.
So what other movies even been out that you've seen, or some in the past that are now, you know, that people can watch and stuff? What other?
Well, it was the other Will Smith movie.
Oh, Gemini Man.
I seen that too.
Yeah.
But there was another one he made about the spy.
Oh, yeah. I haven't seen. Was it animated?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one.
Yeah. Which is a nice
Kid movie.
light family movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
light. It's lightweight though.
Yeah.
You know. But Gemini Man
Yeah, I saw that. It was all right.
was another one
Yeah, it
that
was
was
all right.
good. Yeah.
It's all right. Yeah.
And so, you know, Will Smith is cranking him out.
Yeah. Hey, man, you might
Yeah.
well do while you can do it. You know.
Yeah. But the whole premise of that movie was he was him and his son
Mm-hmm.
was in deadly combat,
Yeah.
and his son didn't realize who he was fighting. Is that what it was? Is that how it went?
Yeah, you kind of told some of the plot.
Yeah, but I don't think he knew who he was fighting either
Yeah.
until at some point then they recognized they was father and son.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was time. That was a time travel thing, being ahead of each other, or something of that nature.
Mm.
But there was a lot of action in that.
Yeah, like I said, it was okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So why we try to do these things on the movie review is because some of these movies come out and they may advertise them a little bit, not enough, you know, and you be thinking, oh well, this is my choices. What should I see? So we trying to give you a heads up on certain things. But what we would also like for you guys to do is when we put these shows out on YouTube, is to comment on them.
Yeah.
You know, tell us if we was on point or not, and if you liked the movie, if you didn't like the movie, because the shows come on YouTube, right?
Right, you talking about our show here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it comes.
Yeah.
Well, it's on cable in Seattle, Bremerton, and Olympia. Then it's also on YouTube. So
Right.
those are your choices. Yeah.
Right. And also, if you would like us to review a movie for you, you know, so check this one out for us, you know, and give us a review, and we'll get right on it. Because I know some movies are just straight up bunk, you know, but then they're not bunk to other people.
Yeah.
And some movies are high intensity. And just like I was telling you about the one that's on TV, Superfly.
Yeah.
You know, I really like that. The way they weaved in the old plot with the new plot. You know, I mean, because I kept looking for it. You know, how they gonna put this in there? How they gonna put that in there? And they weaved it in their own way. You know, so going to the movies is kind of like can be a pleasant distraction sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, from the everyday routine.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it can be a pleasant distraction, and a lot of times, you know, we need those distractions, because what's going on in society today, I mean, it's crazy. You turn on TV and listen to the news, you know, you want to throw a rock through the screen, man.
Yeah, it's just, you know, it's so much. Yeah, you look at the thing, who killed such and such, and what happened here, and it's all negative, and then hopefully you get to the sports. You can make it to the sports section of the news broadcast, and the weather, and you might get through that okay, and that. But yeah, it's not enough of the positive things are highlighted. And then on some news things, though, you know, I know like on a national news thing, they'll show you all the bad things, and then they try to say on a lighter note, and then they'll tell you a good story, which is good to hear, because you know it's. You know, you think it's a losing battle, you know.
It's very depressing.
Yeah, it's a losing battle. But then at the same time, you got to try to stay halfway informed of what's going on, so you know what's going on.
Yeah.
But I find newspapers are better. You get more of the story, and there's more different articles of different things. You know, newspapers, you know, that's kind of old school, but they do provide where you get more of the story. And then a lot of these newspapers, you can get them online now. You know, like me, I like to have a newspaper and a cup of coffee and read it, kind of go through things, what's current events, what's happening, you know, and different things, you know, like that. And, you know, whereas the news is, you know, it's a 30-minute news with commercials, so they got to do stuff real quick, boom, boom, boom. So they say, oh, there's a shooting here, boom, 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 this guy here happened here, that, and so forth and so on. So. Yeah, you like to say, sometimes you need those, you know, distractions and just kind of relieve your mind and just kind of go somewhere else, you know.
So I wanted to add something to that in terms of this, is that the current president gave the Presidential Medal of Honor to Rush Limbaugh.
Yeah, yeah.
And I haven't heard anything about it since. I haven't heard anything about it since.
Yeah, it just, you know, they did it, you know, there was a few comments and that was it, yeah.
And so the whole white supremacy thing, you know, he was just putting the stamp of approval on it.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely.
That's what he was doing.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, so, you know, it's, I just say that this is my interpretation. We're just dealing with a little devil. That's what we're dealing with. And because The big devil was more sophisticated, hide stuff. But this guy here, he kind of puts stuff in the open, and whatever he says, his people are fine with it. Whatever he does, they find it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what it is, it's okay. I saw one thing on it where it says, I should have wrote it down. It says, he's keeping, he's bringing us freedom of religion, freedom of the press, blah, blah. I'm saying, we've already had this stuff. What the hell are you talking about? And then they were saying he's bringing us free trade and blah, blah, blah. But then they said he's bringing us freedom of religion. Cat, this stuff was long before you, freedom of religion, long before you, not doing nothing, but doing confusion. And what I see is that, different groups like him for certain things. There's a group, their main issue is abortion. So he claims he's against abortion, okay? But then once the child was born, the child is on their own, And then this other group here, for business, for taxes, we're going to have less taxes for business or as rich individuals. So each of them have a little thing that they can go to. But the big bad boy that you're talking about, the boogeyman in the thing is the white supremacist thing, to go back to that. So, like I say, it's amazing. He can do whatever he wants. If Barack Obama did 1/100th of this stuff, people would have stormed the White House. They wanted to impeach Barack Obama because he wore a tan suit one day. It was a nice suit, though. But they showed a picture of Ronald Reagan wore a tan suit, and George Bush, number two.
What's wrong with a tan suit?
Well, they say it's not presidential. Because he was giving a speech, at the White House, and he had a tan suit. So they were saying, Fox News, it's not presidential and blah, 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 and he should be impeached and so forth. So then you go back in history, and then you look at Ronald Reagan wore a tan suit at the White House giving a speech. George Bush, number two, wore one. So, so like I say, it's out there in the open. Like I said, certain groups want certain things from him, and as long as they give him the one issue, they don't care about nothing else. He can do whatever he wants. Well, that was our movie review and some added stuff to it. So, there it is, and we just keep on pushing.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank our technician, and everybody, we wish you peace.
Stay safe out there.
Exactly.
Take care of yourself and your families. Yeah, I love that part. It's right in the Quran.
Yes.
Save yourself
and your
and families from the fire.
From the fire.